What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5 here in the summer season of series number 5. Today we're driving around in our Hoonigan Gymkhana 10 Ford Focus RS that we unlocked in the last video by doing the Ready Set Focus trial event. But today we're going to be jumping into the seasonal championship. The only seasonal championship that is for this summer season, and knocking it out. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Okay, and it is going to be the Party Animal Road Racing Seasonal Championship, and it'll get us the McLaren 720s Spider. And the class restrictions or car restrictions are Jaguar, and it has to be an S1 class. So I've got 3 cars set up already. We'll go ahead and take a look at where this event is up here. So I'll jump over here. We'll jump into our first car. I'll introduce you to the first car, and then we'll get this championship underway. All right, so we're gonna get it started with a car that everybody should have at least at one point in their playthrough of Horizon 5, and that is the 1991 Jaguar Sport XJR15. So this is a car that you get from a barn find. But up on the screen now, you'll see a screenshot of the car along with the share code for the tune, the name of the tune, and the tuner's name. That way, if the tuner does update, any of the settings for the tune, whether it be like tire pressure or anything, it does change the share code. So you can at least search from the tuner's name and the name of the tune to find it. But we're going to jump into this and start out with the Chihuahua circuit and start up the Party Animal Championship. So let's see what other races we've got outside of the Chihuahua circuit. So obviously that one. Another circuit race and a sprint. Okay. Alright, so here we go. Starting out the championship. We'll go ahead and start the race, and I do have a controller that I just threw up there so you guys can see, just how my inputs are. Obviously, you can see if I'm like lightly getting on the gas there, or getting on it all the way. But we'll see how this car can do. This thing's, from what I remember, is supposed to be a really good car to use. Just in general, because it absolutely sticks to the ground. So this is probably going to be, I want to say, the best option, just for the fact that it's probably the most accessible, quite honestly, because everybody gets it for free at some point or another. I actually have 2 in my garage, which I'm assuming I have gotten one through a wheel spin or something of that matter at one point. Maybe it was a seasonal championship reward. I think that's what it was, because I remember thinking, like, why did they give us this as a reward when we get it from a barn find? But nonetheless, we're up into first after our first lap. Something else that I want to make sure you guys are aware of is you do not have to use 3 different cars for this event. I'm doing that in this video just to show you guys different options that can be used. So you could use this car through all 3 of these races and be perfectly fine. I want to make sure that I give you guys as many options of cars and tunes to choose from, because not everybody will have every single car that I've got. So if there's a chance that you haven't gotten this barn find yet, you may be able to have, or you may have one of the other 2 cars that I will use in our next 2 races, or you may end up having to buy one of them. So just trying to make it a little more accessible and stuff like that. So make sure you are aware that you do not have to buy, or you don't have to use 3 different cars. So, but we're on to our last lap. I think for the sake of keeping this video shorter, I'm just going to skip towards the end of this lap, just since you guys have seen me go around this circuit 2 times already. So I'll see you guys here in a sec. All right. And just like that, we are approaching the end of the first race. So, that Jaguar, definitely not going to give you any kind of issues with the right tune on it, and that tune worked out flawlessly. So, the important thing about these seasonal championship events, let me turn that controller off, is that they are not dependent on you winning each race. You can see I got 20 points over on the far right for coming in first place. And this is the leaderboard for this race. If I hit continue, this is the championship leaderboard, and this is the leaderboard that you need to be on or in first place at the end of the 3 races. So don't worry about coming in first every single race. Just make sure you've got more points than anybody else at the end of the 3 races. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into our next car, and then we'll jump into that next race. All right. Car number 2 is going to be the 1993 Jaguar XJ220 STWR. So this is a car that it can be free for you if you have the car pass. So if you do have the car pass and you haven't gotten this car yet, you can just go into either the auto show and get it for free, or there is a car pass section under the buy and sell portion of the garage that you can pull it for free, and obviously it just has those specific cars. So the share code for the tune along with the tuner's name and name of the tune will be up on the screen now, but we're going to jump into it and see what this thing can do in the Bahia de Plano circuit. Alright, rainy race. This car does have rally tires on it, so we'll see if that makes any difference here. It might help us out. Not 100% sure how they affect, or how they're affected in the rain. The other car had race tires, so we'll see how this thing can do. It is, okay, we're just getting bombed in by a driver car. That's neat. Cool. Let's just move on through the pack here. That Javatar has no idea what it's doing. Up into third. Hard on the brakes. Well, not as hard as I thought I'd need to be. But up into second place we go. And we're just gonna try to get on the inside here of Golden Wolf, and we'll get him around that turn. There we go. And we're up in the first. Looking good. And now we just kind of have to hold it off. So, hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Let me know what you think of the controller input on the screen, if it needs to be moved, if it needs to be smaller, stuff like that. I'm also debating on doing a webcam. You know, not that it would provide too much for, you know, the videos, but just so that, you know, I feel like it would help connect potentially with you guys, just so you guys could see me instead of just hearing a voice. But let me know what you think. I actually have a webcam. I just did some testing with it yesterday and didn't really whip it out to actually do the videos today, just because I need to get them done, just due to some time restraints on the day. But let me know what you think. It may end up coming down to doing something as far as doing webcams, not every single video, but for some of them. But let me know what you think down below, and go ahead and skip towards the end of this lap, just because you've already seen, well, I guess we're almost done with this lap anyway, so we won't skip. We'll just keep talking, right? Just keep talking. But yeah, let me know if you have any other ideas of potential ways to improve the, you know, quality of the videos on the channel. You know, I definitely want to, I'm open to suggestions, just because, you know, I want to make sure that I am doing what entertains you guys, what helps you guys, stuff like that. So, but we did get 20 more points for coming in first place there. And if I hit continue, you can see we are up to 40 in total on the championship. So, looking good. We're going to jump into our last car and jump into that last race. All right, and here is the last car we're going to be trying out. This is the 2015 Jaguar FType R Coupe. The share code for the tune, along with the tuner's name and name of the tune, will be up on the screen now. Please do not judge me for the wheels that are on this car. They are not my favorite. but they're just part of the tune. I do like that it's a wide body. This is probably one of my favorite looking cars in Horizon 5, just for the fact of it. I think that it looks slick with that wide body on it. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the Sierra Verde Sprint and finish out this championship. All right, another rainy race. This one has race tires on it, so we'll see how they fare in the rain. Obviously this is all-wheel drive. Any tune that I use, unless it is like restricted, will have all-wheel drive on it, just because that does make these championships and trial events and stuff like that a whole lot easier. Using anything but all-wheel drive, you really just put yourself at a disadvantage, it seems. The race tires seem to be sticking much better, so not a bad option. But we are moving right up the pack. Gotta get around Golden Wolf there, up into first, up on the inside. There we go. So we'll just kind of make sure we keep the lead here. I think what I'll do is I'll actually forfeit the lead, just give them first place, just to show you guys that you do not have to come in first in all three of these races. But you know, I want to make sure that you guys did see that this car was capable of getting up into first place and maintaining it pretty easily. And I mean, this could be something like, not necessarily all these cars will work out for you all. It could just be the fact that I've found tuners that make tunes that are really well rounded for my driving style. I brake really late. I gas it in and out of turns a lot. So these may just be tunes that kind of fit my driving style better than they would, you know, a good driver. So if it doesn't work out for you, you know, it could be something along those lines. It could be something to do with, you know, assist. I drive with traction control and stability control off. I do have ABS on, but that's really just about all. So we're gonna slow down here and let them catch up, let one of the drive cars get by us, and then we'll, you know, hold off on a second place finish here. Slowly but surely. We got a, you know, NASCAR. Get those tires warm, right? Come on, drive cars. There's like no way that they haven't caught up to us yet. There we go. Put one around, and we'll just follow Mr. Golden Wolf all the way to the finish line here. Could have passed him right there. We had every opportunity to. We could even get him right here. We're just gonna push him around though. There we go. Second place. As we wanted it. Take the controller off there. And there you go. You can see we got second place. We got 16 points for coming in second. If I hit continue, you can see we are still on top of the championship leaderboard. If I hit continue again, it's going to take us to the race podium. Make sure it's for the race, not for the championship. For the race. So it will have him, Golden Wolf, up on the front, or the first place podium there. But if I hit continue, I will get that McLaren because I did win the championship. So make sure you're aware of that. The podium is just the race itself. We did get the reward for winning the championship though. All right, and here is that McLaren 720s Spider. As you can see, it does put us in the, you know, with the top on by default, but you can see the button at the lower left. If we hit the left stick, it will do the animation to put the top down. And eventually, and you can't drive while it's doing that. All right, but there we go. Now we have a convertible McLaren 720. So hope you guys did enjoy the video or found it helpful. If you did, definitely leave a like on the video. Definitely let me know down below what you think of the controller overlay and, you know, the potential for a webcam or face cam. And if you have any other suggestions that may help out, you know, the content or may improve the content and stuff like that. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.